This time, on the highway through hell.
We're close!
A brake check battle.
Andy!
Squeezes Team Reliable.
Holy man.
Hey!
Road Warriors.
I never see you anymore.
He's got the green machine.
Cut to the chase.
Sparks are flying.
And a tanker
Catch up.
tips towards trouble
Don't let it fall back.
on a hairpin.
Hold on!
How's the coke today? Lots of snow.
On the Coquihalla Highway,
A lot of snow for this time of year.
an early winter storm has Big Iron out.
The plows are out working it pretty good.
In full force.
We've had some really heavy storms this winter.
Highways Maintenance Supervisor Curtis Brown.
Quite heavy snowfall rates cause us a lot of issues here on Snowshed Hill.
Patrols the mountain pass.
We just get every single piece of iron on the road that we can.
It's plowing 2 feet of snow uphill here.
When a semi gets stuck,
Oh, that's not good.
The last thing we want is for the hill to be blocked during a snowfall event. We want our trucks to be cycling that hill non-stop.
Heavy wreckers on it.
a green 50-ton backs down to the problem.
Up and down, up and down.
Al Quiring heads to his 11th tow-out of the day.
I'll stay in the fight until there's no more fighting to be done.
I compared this morning fish going up this hill. Some guys will make it, some guys won't.
He's got the green machine.
We've got people counting on me to get this lane cleared.
But the driver points to a problem.
The mudflat bracket is jammed up somehow. If you have an issue on that hill, we'll deal with it immediately because it's only a second
Holy cow!
that it goes to absolute chaos.
Sparks are flying. Happening up on the coke.
On the Coquihalla,
Some guys stuck on the north side of the snow shed.
Wow.
Al cuts to the chase
Time is of the essence.
with a jammed-up semi.
The mudflat bracket was binding within the rotating wheel, and then with a quick slice, everything is all good.
Okay.
With the semi's wheels free,
Big green machine back on the hill.
Al clears Snowshed Hill.
Anything can happen up with this first.
To the north,
Okay.
Jamie Davis is called to the summit in his LA Rotator.
This truck got into a minor fender bender. Let's have a look here. We're going to separate the truck and trailer, tow them, and get them into a repair shop. We're gonna pull it out of this snow. You actually have to winch it out, but it's hard winching when the brakes are on. So it might run.
If he can start the engine, Jamie might be able to release the brakes.
Yeah, it's running. We'll let it air up. Getting there. We're gonna just run it for maybe a few minutes. Put that on that tow hook, I guess. Get her in there.
But there's no time to spare.
Plow's sitting up there waiting.
You don't want to leave it too long because the plow's got to work in here. I'll try to winch it while it's airing. If the brakes aren't fully released, we can still winch this unit ahead.
The fully loaded shipping container puts up a fight.
Sea cans are a big steel box, and they're designed for maximum weight.
The semi weighs in at 100,000 pounds.
There's ice and compact snow underneath, so we really need those spades to anchor the wrecker.
Holy man. Unbelievable.
And it's going to take a minute for those spades to actually dig in.
Jamie's 40-ton rotator
Yeah, he's coming now.
proves to be more than a match.
A little bit more.
To get the semi back on the road.
We finished the hard part of the job. We'll unhook it here. Now we just have to get this thing wrapped up.
At the next pullout,
Who is it, Al? Yep.
He's on his way.
Al's finished his shift.
Away we go.
Thanks for the good work, folks.
But before he heads home, he pulls into the summit and spots a familiar face.
Hey, hey, hey!
Sometimes warriors on the hill cross paths.
I never see you anymore.
Al and I go a long, long ways back, but these days we don't have the time to just sit and chat.
Now we're all so busy, eh?
Yeah, I haven't washed in a week.
We've been friends since school, so
Yeah, that's good.
he's kind of the brother that I've never had.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Jamie and Al
No guts, no glory.
have been tow guys for decades.
Our families have worked together since the 70s. We're more like old buddies than anything else.
My family in its fourth generation of towing. Jamie's in his third. It's interesting to see history repeating itself.
Oh, good seeing you.
Yeah, have a better day, eh?
Al heads for home.
Okay, to the yard. Nice to see Al today.
We don't cross paths much these days, so that's kind of a bonus to the day.
Meanwhile, patrolling the hill,
All in all, conditions are good.
Curtis sees clear blacktop.
The intensity of the snowfall is less. It's just a huge sigh of relief.
As a team up here on the Coquihalla, we're getting stronger every year.
Okay, road's clear.
Cold out there, eh?
100 kilometers north,
Sure is, driver.
just past the town of Merritt.
One in the ditch.
A 50-ton wrecker heads to the crash.
Wintertime is crazy.
With reliable towing's Andy Cullen.
There's a truck that slid on the ice. The information I have is trucks in the ditch. Go get it.
Late in the day, Andy arrives
I'll just pull up behind you for now.
That's reliable.
to a 35-ton heavy already on scene.
How you doing?
Decent, Johnny, decent.
With new reliable operator, John Dodds.
Reliable gave me the opportunity to grow with them in a bigger truck.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Try not to damage, it's going to be the key.
And the whole load's gonna be shifted too. So it's gonna fight us the whole way.
Going into the brake check, the fully loaded trailer caught an edge. and dragged the whole rig into the ditch.
That's a bad spot for his truck to be.
Looks like it laid down really soft.
But the wreck is in an unusual spot.
It's super narrow. It's one of the busier brake checks, which you can't just block off. Truckers have to be able to check their brakes.
Clapperton Brake Check
We got to make sure we can stop.
is the last stop at the top of a 23-kilometer downhill run.
Play safe out here.
For truckers,
Quite important, so the truckers won't go run away down the hill into the city of Merritt.
it's a crucial safety measure.
A brake check can literally save a life.
So for the recovery,
This is our traffic control.
the brake check is temporarily rerouted to a live lane.
What's happening?
They're gonna run that as a brake check while we got this closed. We're ready to go.
You gotta admit, it's the first time I've seen one off the road in the brake check.
It's time to get to work.
Tow truck is starting to hook up now.
High lines from both wreckers will lift the trailer as low lines pull down on the frame to roll the wreck back onto its wheels.
Okay, you ready?
Rigging in place,
You can watch that side.
Andy and John need eyes.
All right, hang on a sec.
On the back of the trailer, where a full load of groceries has shifted against the wall.
Trailers aren't really meant to hold load on the wall, so we'll see how this goes. Let's try it.
Adding to the pressure,
I want this to go good with these guys watching us.
the owner and the driver are on scene.
You don't want to do any damage because you're going to cost your customer a lot of money.
Let's go.
Under watchful eyes,
Let's do this.
they begin the 83,000-pound pull.
Come on.
Heavy load here.
It's hard to actually get the truck to stay put.
What we're listening for is cracking, popping. Otherwise, we're going to end up ripping it right open.
Hey. No.
Hold on. Andy, hold. Andy!
We got a jam up at the brake check.
At the top of Clapperton Hill,
Damn, they're doing a recovery.
Hey. No.
I can't hear you. Hold on. Andy, hold.
Team Reliable is in a tug of war
Andy!
with a loaded trailer.
Is it folding?
Yeah, he's squishing in.
As 45,000 pounds of groceries
Great at the straps. She's pulling in.
pressure the back wall.
The trailer's starting to buckle. If you don't watch out for that, it will tear apart. Show it to them. I'd say we show the customers.
Yeah.
If we keep pulling on it, all that we're going to do is rip the sidewall out and we're going to be picking this load up out of the ditch.
With the owner on scene,
If you want us to keep trying here, it's on you if we break your trailer.
Andy pleads his case.
I would unload this now and save the trailer.
Yeah.
The owner agrees.
How soon can you get your trailer here?
So Andy calls in an unload crew.
Once it's empty, we'll come back and pull it out.
Okay, but
Okay, let's get out of here and go get some food.
in this situation, it's better to walk away and do it properly.
You get into the brake check up here. It's open again. Good. So what is it like down there?
The next day, 250 kilometers southwest,
It's another day in paradise.
in the Fraser Valley,
Oh my, look at this.
Abbotsford Police is on scene.
It looks like they got pretty stuck.
Constable Andre Nadeau is investigating the discovery
Very expensive piece of machinery. It's something you'd see on commercial building sites.
of a $400,000 telehandler stolen and ditched on the side of the road.
I don't envy the people that have to get this out of here.
A 50-ton rotator is on the way.
Welcome to my world.
With Aggressive Towing's Chris Mervin.
Our local law enforcement found a stolen crane.
We've been told that it won't start, so we're gonna have to pick it up.
A teal 70-ton rotator follows close behind. With owner Jason Davis.
In our business, we see a lot of strange stuff.
That's quite the machine.
With its 125-foot telescoping boom, the telehandler works as a forklift or suspended platform. This unit,
Brand new, eh?
has been missing for 2 years.
Obviously been taken somewhere and hidden, still looking like brand new. Somebody tried to move it and then off the road it goes. And here it is.
Weighing over 50,000 pounds.
Oof.
The machine has been left in the ditch.
We brought 2 heavy rotators out to this job because of the weight of the vehicle.
That is a gross lifting eye, though, isn't it?
It is ugly.
But lifting could be an issue.
Unless they shackle from the bottom and go up.
It doesn't have the same points as highway tractors. We don't want to rip them out.
As Constable Nadeau looks on, Merv tries an unconventional solution.
We've been told that they didn't want to start. But after they punch out ignitions, sometimes we can get them running.
With the screwdriver.
Well, let's see if we can make some magic happen.
Whoa! Wow. Did he get it started?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too good.
This is not my hobby. I don't steal things for fun.
No one else can get it started.
You know, he's got the touch.
We ruined the double rotator job, boys.
Hey, back it out, smart guy. Let's go.
We came out with the cavalry. But now that it's running, it can drive itself out.
Merv completes the recovery.
Job well done, boys.
Well, that was easy.
Without a record.
We'll gladly take not lifting it,
All right, to the trailer.
but we always want to be prepared
We're coming good.
for whatever it may be.
I called the owner and told him there was no damage. He was really thrilled.
Good job, Murph.
We probably brought out a little bit more equipment than we needed to get the job done.
Didn't really need it, did we?
You never know.
You never know.
But better to be safe than sorry.
As the wreckers roll out,
We got to figure out where it came from.
Constable Nadeau resumes his investigation.
We'll have to do a little bit more digging to get some answers.
They're all on their way. Too easy.
Anybody know what's going on out there?
2.5 hours northeast,
The semi in the ditch brake check.
at the top of Clapperton Hill.
There's a recovery, 2 records.
Team Reliable is back.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, buddy.
Yesterday, the fully loaded trailer slid into the ditch, dragging the tractor with it. Now, Andy inspects the trailer, unloaded earlier today.
If we would have pulled any harder, it would have crinkled like a pop can. I'm glad we decided to unload.
For the recovery, highways authorities have another traffic plan.
What they want to do, we're just going to shut the entrance to here, and they're going to line up.
Semis will wait in the right lane for the brake check to reopen.
We need to be quick, because they don't want to close the brake check down too long.
Reliable will have a 15-minute window to get it done.
We'll quickly do the recovery, pull it up, and then you can let them come through and do their thing.
Okay.
Traffic control is going to be key in this one.
As flaggers start setting up, Andy and John rig up.
We're gonna pull all our cables out, have everything already rigged up so that we're not wasting any time.
Okay, let's close her down and get her pulled.
The brake check is now closed.
All trucks must stop and hold until we're done.
And the clock is ticking.
It's time to get this show on the road and get this thing up here.
Right lane block.
Shut down there. We got a couple wreckers on scene.
Right away.
Oh, here we go. Coming down the wrong lane.
One driver isn't falling in line.
That's all it takes.
Oh, what the hell?
One guy can cause a total traffic jam right on the highway.
No one's moving.
I need you back over. You need to back up and get over.
Oh, that sucks. Get ready to put your brakes on.
North of Merritt.
Attention all trucks, you are required to stop and hold until the brake check is back open.
Reliable has a 15-minute window to finish a recovery.
Time to work fast and get this done.
But now,
Truck coming down the wrong lane.
a semi is blocking the open lane.
You need to back up and get over.
Traffic control moves swiftly,
Trucker's in the right lane.
and the errant driver is redirected into the holding lane.
The one lane is open.
We're all clear now.
Thanks for keeping our trucks in check.
Back at the wreck,
Ready, John?
Quick, quick!
the clock is running.
Under a bit of a time crunch, we gotta get this out.
Pulling a truck out of the ditch.
On Team Reliable's recovery.
It's always the high point of the recovery, the big bang when it comes back over.
Now, it's up to John.
We're working in a really tight area here.
We're close!
To reel in the back end.
John's a skinny little guy. He'll fit.
Finally, the semi is back on the blacktop.
No damage.
Success is a wonderful feeling.
With time running out.
We'll get out of the way so they can open the brake check.
Holy crap, that didn't take very long.
We got the brake check back open within our 15-minute window.
Let him in, let him in. Get everything flowing again. Back to business.
Are we moving up there yet? Yes, sir.
Looks like we're all clear now.
Right on, thank you.
As night falls, Team Reliable
Perfect, right there.
wraps up.
Feels great to finally get this job done.
Right.
No one ever wants to give up on something. Drivers that we hired, they have this internal desire to do the job well and do it right.
Safe travel.
Yeah, you too, partner.
Busy tonight around here.
2 hours southwest,
Sure a lot of traffic.
in the Fraser Valley,
Typical Friday night.
Abbotsford Police Sergeant Paul Walker
We're quite busy. Everyone's going home.
patrols Highway 1.
I'm looking for drivers that are excessively speeding. I'm looking for impaired drivers.
Delta 6, you send me a copy.
Just after 10 p.m.,
I'm just grabbing a file. Your caller was reporting erratic driving.
a disturbing report comes in.
The driver's being observed by a citizen.
The driver ended up getting out, stumbled around, and was drinking some liquor.
This individual just got into their car, and he's going mobile.
Can you give me a direction of travel once it leaves?
He heads to the driver's last known location.
I've been to many crashes involving impaired drivers, some of them fatal. I have to go to the victim's family,
Almost at McKellen.
telling them that they've lost a loved one. That never leaves.
I think I got it.
Sergeant Walker spots his target.
This driver notices me and attempts to lose me.
And pursues the vehicle.
I block him in to ensure that he can't put that vehicle back in motion.
Delta 6, I'm out with it, boxed in. How are we doing?
Are they going to be compliant? Are they going to have weapons?
Okay, how much alcohol have you had to drink tonight? Well, why can I smell alcohol?
Simply take control of him, separate him from the vehicle.
So then why would someone say you're drinking and driving?
With backup in place, out comes the breathalyzer, used to measure blood alcohol.
Take a deep breath in and you'll blow continuous air, okay?
Yes, sir. But when the device is ready,
You're not blowing. I can feel it through the device here. Blow, 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 blow. We're not blowing, sir.
This driver is doing everything in their power to make my job more difficult.
Okay, sir, we're not going there right now.
Cops there.
in Abbotsford,
Blow, blow, blow. Nope.
police respond to a disturbing report
Blow, blow, blow. No, you're not making a seal. I can feel the air coming out.
with a breathalyzer test.
Okay, sir, we're not going there right now.
I've heard almost everything when it comes to responses from different drivers.
I'm not having this.
It's your choice. You can refuse or you...
The driver gets one last chance.
You're required by law to provide a sample of your breath. If you refuse, you will be arrested.
Somebody who's not complying, I will give them opportunity.
Are we going to try again? Okay. Right now you're under arrest for refusing to provide a sample of your breath, okay?
Ultimately, in some cases, the drivers force our hand.
Please, sir, have a seat.
With the driver safely in a police vehicle, officers examine his car.
He's going to be issued a 90-day driving prohibition. He's being transported back to our cell block to be held until he's sober enough to care for himself.
His vehicle will be held at the impound lot.
The driver was quite intoxicated, so to remove that individual from the roads, I know that citizens in our community will be safer tonight with him gone.
Just had a cruiser pass us. They're out here making the road safe.
How's it looking?
300 kilometers east.
She's clear. Heading down to a Soyuz.
Reliable's Dylan Greenwood heads into BC's southern interior.
There's some hairpin corners that are coming up.
We're 3 hours outside of our service area. This is unfamiliar territory for me.
How the heck did you do that?
Arriving on scene.
A little buckle.
Dylan gets his first look at the rolled over tanker.
Came around the corner a little too hot. The liquid in the trailer carried the trailer over.
Liquid that's inside. It's dust control.
The fully loaded rig is hauling a liquid chemical used on dirt roads and mine sites to prevent dust from building up on the roadways. Joining Dylan tonight,
We got the whole collision craft crew. They look good.
is a local tow company.
Roger?
Roger, yeah.
Hey.
Owned by Roger Agostino.
Collision Craft used to be a body shop, ended up turning one tow truck to an addiction. Now towing's our thing.
The one seam on the back looks like it's going to fall apart. I don't think I'd attempt it loaded.
Yeah. If we were to carry this thing overloaded, we'd risk spilling this load onto the highway.
They're bringing the pump.
A pump truck is on its way.
They vacuum, right?
Yeah.
But the laid over position
The breathers aren't going to work with fluid against them.
No.
is a problem.
The way it's supposed to drain when it's on its wheels is not going to work. So we're going to have to adapt and overcome.
To drain the tanker,
I think we're going to have to drill some holes in the top of it.
they'll need new ports to pump through.
So then this would be a second compartment. That should cover everything.
Yeah.
2 separate tanks, correct? Yeah. Okay, so get a 4-inch hole. Okay.
So the customer's willing to drill some holes in it.
Roger fires up the chop saw and gets to work.
This corner is known to us for accidents. It's a bad corner.
On a notorious stretch of Highway 3. Known for its hairpin turns, it's a tricky drive for all motorists.
It's got 2 runway lanes and 4 really hard switchbacks on that mountain, and they're brutal.
Overnight freight runs
Kind of a lousy corner, eh?
crowd the turn.
Crews working there. Slow down as you're going by.
We got to keep an eye on things.
It's real tight getting through. Pretty nasty. What's going on with the 3?
In BC's southern interior,
They got the right lane blocked.
on Highway 3, Dylan and a local tow company prepare for a tricky unload.
To drain a tanker, sometimes it's difficult because you gotta cut holes on the top. So it should be good now.
Perfect.
I'm just coming up to it now.
With a second tanker arriving,
Beautiful. Pass that up to Roger. All right, we're in business.
Yep, let's roll.
Good to go.
They can now pump out
And now we're cooking.
the 23 tons of liquid load.
It's basically hurry up and wait type thing.
I think we're there.
After half an hour,
It's empty.
the tanker is drained.
Here, buddy. It's good to be salvaging the load and getting it back to the owner.
Dylan and Roger turn to the recovery.
Put our heavy down on this side.
Yeah.
If you're heavy on this side, it'll be a flip.
Yep.
Get it out.
But the wreck is lying on the high side of a sloped stretch of road.
We're working on an angle so its momentum could carry it over and then put the vehicle onto this other side. It could be pretty violent.
To prevent the wreck from over-rolling, Dylan adds a line from a third wrecker, redirected off a tree.
Because of the angle of the road, we're going to put a catch line on just so it doesn't slam down hard, so we laid it out nicely. That just slows down the rotation of the tanker.
With lines from the two heavies and a catch line from a third wrecker off a tree, they'll roll the tanker onto its wheels.
We want to carry this thing over as gentle as possible.
Helping with the rigging is Roger's 16-year-old son, Kyle.
Beauty.
It's pretty sweet. Not many people get the opportunity to do this.
Kyle is a great guy to have on a wreck. He's really into it, and he's hands-on.
Start winding.
With Roger coordinating.
We're good to go.
And Dylan operating the 50-ton. They start the pull.
Yeah, get me some friction there. We want to pick it up. We don't want to drag it.
Catch that line up.
We don't want that crashing back down on the side.
Lose it.
Don't let it fall back. Ah.
Anybody know what happened up on Highway 3 there?
A sloped section of road.
They're doing a recovery.
Take more on the red.
As Dylan and a local tow company
Don't let it fall back.
on high alert.
This corner is definitely banked. This might carry enough momentum to flop back over on the other side.
Here it comes.
It comes over so smooth. It looks like slow motion.
Touch. We're there.
That was beautiful. They laid onto a bed with pillows.
That's how I like to see them go. That's the only way to make them go. It's too dangerous otherwise.
There is definitely a brotherhood of towing. We're stronger as an industry when we're working together.
I will get this thing picked up.
While Dylan prepares to haul the tanker away.
We want to get this wreck cleared off the highway as fast as possible. So we're going to drag it up to the next pullout.
Roger and son Kyle
Good job, Kyle.
get packed up.
It was great working with Dylan. Everything went well.
Let these guys finish up. Get off their pile. Roger's team did great. They're a great crew, and I'd work with them again.
It's open.
Have a good night.
days later,
Another big blast of snow.
3 hours west,
Yes, it's that time of year.
at the aggressive yard,
See that one battery?
Merv's rotator is in for maintenance.
We get a list together, what we're missing, what we need. These are getting a little old. We're gonna slap a new set in old Bertha here. Definitely want to make sure your truck is ready for battle.
In the office, special visitors
Hi, buddy.
stop by. Jason's youngest daughter, Tia, with her sons, Dawson, and the newest addition,
Hi, sweet potato.
5-month-old Dallas.
Here you are. There's a big boy. It's always a special day when they come a couple times a week. We get a drop in.
Where's the rotate?
Where? Whoa, what's this truck?
Is that it?
Oh. I want to drive it.
You want to drive it?
Yeah.
Maybe one day. For Dawson, it gives him the opportunity to see what it's all about. And who doesn't like being in a tow truck?
Keep your feet off the seat, buddy.
Feet off the seat, feet off the seat.
No. Yeah, there you go. Good job, buddy. Here.
See, if that was me or Mattia, there would be no way.
I've mellowed with age.
We'd get in the trucks. Watch your feet! Don't get your feet on the seat! Now Dawson's doing whatever he wants.
Hey? This will be a cherished photo one day.
Cute. Yep.
It's kind of surreal having grandkids now. The succession of life, right?
Regrets has been here for 30 years. For me and Jamie, we started with one truck in the 80s. It remains a family business.
Dallas.
It's an early start into the family business.
That's a great thing to see. Makes it all worthwhile.
You always hope the kids and the grandkids, they take over the business and you can take it to the next level.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Look out, look out.
Too close for comfort.
All right, here we go.
Al scrambles.
Spinning my wheel.
Jamie's uphill battle
Not a good way to start out.
is on the edge.
Damn, that looks like a bad stumble.
And Team Otto have a heavy metal
Kyle!
tug of war.
No, stop.
Watch yourself! This season on Highway Thru Hell.
Wicked.
It's a full-on blizzard out here.
What nice highway's at its worst? It's scary.
Cavalry's on the way.
It's like a reoccurring nightmare.
Light fire, kick tire.
We have a passenger trapped inside the truck.
Dangerous game, man. Dangerous game. It was a severe heart attack.
I think it's pretty bad.
Adam! I'm done standing around.
There's Sasquatches in here.
That's what we got to worry about. They don't call it the Smasher for nothing.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, God.
Oh, look at that.
Any trucks in Hope that are thinking of taking the Coquihalla, change your mind. Oh, is it all snowing up there? Heavy snow. Oh, man, welcome to the first day of winter, eh?
It's not even November, and drivers on BC's Coquihalla Highway are getting an early taste of winter.
The clouds are out there, but can't keep up. It's coming down real bad.
The snowstorm caught many by surprise.
We get these unexpected snow events. and it paralyzes everything.
Days before Halloween, no tow trucks are on duty near the summit.
It's like the wild, wild west up here.
But help is on the way.
Police sent us up because, you know, there's been some spin outs and the hill could be blocked.
Jamie Davis heads to the top of the mountain in a truck he's never tested this far up the Coke before, the Python.
The Python is really not made for pulling trucks up the hill. But it's low and slow, and it does the job.
Today, riding with Jamie.
Well, this is exciting. Why? Because I haven't been up here in a long time.
Is his wife and business partner, Sherry.
Sherry's my sounding board.
This is crazy.
I take care of the business side, the office side, and Jimmy takes care of recoveries.
But today, Sherry doesn't want to miss out on the action.
Well, Sherry's all excited to see the first snowfall of winter, and for her to get out on the trucks, it's kind of a treat.
See, it's snowing heavy up here now.
Yeah. The Coquihalla is pretty majestic, but once you start going up, it's really not a good place to be.
As they near the summit, Jamie's target is just north of the snow shed.
There he is.
Spun out on the steepest section of the highway, a 70-foot-long fuel B train tanker blocks a lane.
Uh-oh, what's going on here?
But the tanker may be too much for Jamie's 22-ton wrecker.
This is a lot more than what the Python can handle. We could be outmatched.
Oh, boy.
On the highway through hell, closure is not an option.
You don't want to go up to the snow shed. There's a lineup.
High up on the Coquihalla,
Look at that, man.
a fuel tanker is stuck on one of the steepest sections of the highway.
I'm not 100% confident I can do this job with this truck.
But Jamie
He's empty?
has a chance.
Well, then I can give him a hand then.
That's pretty cool. Good job.
He lines up the Python and gets to work.
You're empty, eh? I wouldn't have touched this with it loaded.
It's still gonna be a bit of a pull.
First storm of the year, eh? Old crusty.
Kind of like me.
Even empty, the 35,000-pound tanker may be too much.
Well, it wouldn't be my first choice to use the Python to, pull trucks up the hill.
But Jamie will try to turn the odds in his favor.
Try to get him away from the guardrail first.
By working the angles.
Trying to just hook onto him and drag him up the hill is not going to work out. We've got to winch this truck away from the barrier.
Take all the brakes off and I'll work with you at the same time. Okay, let's stop.
The tanker is away from the barrier.
I'm gonna stay off to my left, and then just put mine in low gear and go with you up the top.
But now, the real test.
He's chained up. He just needs that little bit of extra help.
You're gonna pull him up the hill?
Try to.
Yeah, he's coming.
Easy does it. Little bit by little bit, it'll come.
You don't want to get too fast.
Yeah?
Maybe on your lucky card.
Go from there, eh? Supposed to be another storm coming in the next 2 hours. Yeah, the old Python's earning its keep.
A little bit of finesse and skill. Good old Python just makes her happen. It's a good old truck.
See you later, eh? Take her easy. Yeah, have a better day. The hill's pretty much cleaned up now.
With traffic moving again,
I really like today.
Jamie and Sherry head back to their yard in hope.
We've got the job done, and it's a lesson that we've learned. How to do a lot with a little.
This winter, Jamie is counting on his fleet of classic trucks more than ever.
We're still continuing with old iron, old trucks. Part of a collection of Holmes wreckers I'm going to restore and rebuild.
Wreckers nearly half a century old, like Mighty Mo.
Mighty Mo is a 40-ton mechanical wrecker. It's been all restored.
And the truck he put into battle last winter, the same day he bought it.
Pretty cool truck, eh?
The General.
It's my heavy hitter.
And over the summer, even more vintage iron rolled into his yard.
I think I'm at the point where I got enough projects to last me the rest of my days.
They're dependable. They're bulletproof. They've been around for a long time doing recovery work.
No more bringing home any projects until we finish a few.
I think I'm quite happy to be right where we're at.
As night falls,
Oh, man, it's just crazy up here.
a second snowstorm hits the Coke, and word of a crash between Hope and Merritt.
Do we know who's doing the recovery on this unit?
Yeah, it's coming down pretty good. Having a bit of trouble seeing with my lights.
Reliable Towing's James Luke heads to the call in his 30-ton wrecker, Black Sheep.
We got a highway tractor that has jackknifed and is in the ditch. Oh yeah, that's a waste out. Time to put on the snow gear. Every job we go to is a learning experience.
James arrives to find a jackknifed semi, trapped between the north and southbound lanes.
This is a problem. This wreck here has packed itself in there pretty good.
The tractor trailer lost control. Landing in the center median, surrounded by deep snow.
Like right now, it's okay. It won't shut down.
The driver is unharmed and still on scene.
The driver is very lucky.
I was coming around this bend, and my tires didn't catch enough traction, and it just pushed my truck off the road.
The trailer is loaded with 100,000 pounds of pulp.
It's on an incline. We have trees. I know it's going to be a challenge.
James will need more muscle.
The Reliable Heavy is on its way downhill.
Reliable's 50-ton and operator Kyle Bryan join the battle.
Hey, Kyle.
This guy's really in there.
It's another challenge for someone still getting used to heavy wreckers.
That's what it is.
Last winter, Kyle got his first chance to run a heavy on one of Reliable's toughest jobs.
I'm more confident, but I've got a lot to learn.
Tonight's recovery is getting more difficult by the minute.
It's pretty well fully loaded. We're letting it sit, and it freezes.
It's not easy trying to free something that's been sitting here for hours on end. Look at this. Here's your Christmas tree, buds.
Yeah, we'll see if it comes out. You can see the truck's up against the tree there, so you can't really just pull the front of the truck around and pull the truck and trailer out of the ditch.
I'll pull the truck as you pull the trailer, but I gotta watch what I pull on. The truck's jackknifed right now, so when we pull on the trailer backwards, we want it to straighten out.
Okay, I'll pass you the chain.
Yep. Suck it in a bit. Okay. All it's got to do is just break it free.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, Kyle, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, start pulling. Pull! It's moving!
Oh boy, that's a mess.
On the Coke,
Easy!
reliable towing is trying to rescue a heavy load.
James!
Trapped in the middle of the highway.
Pull! Whoa! Are you kidding me? Son of a bitch.
Your chain slip off?
Yeah. The winch line and the hook and everything came whipping back at us.
I don't really know what to think right now.
Aha!
But for James and Kyle, there's a silver lining. The chain didn't break.
Good! What if you just wrapped it around that frame rail?
Run the chain under there.
Here? I think that should hold. Being that we're trying to keep at least one lane open, it's not the ideal angle to be working off the truck. I'm gonna put some pressure on that.
Even with two powerful wreckers, the angle of the pull is extreme.
I know this isn't going to be easy. Pull, Kyle! Come on. Keep pulling, it's moving!
Good!
Oh yeah, there it goes.
Even the wreck's driver
It's coming.
has high hopes.
Keep going! Perfect! One more! Sweet.
The jackknife semi is finally straight.
Do you want to unhook, spin around?
Yeah.
But the 100,000-pound pulp truck still needs to come out of the ditch.
Now we just got to worry about trucks sliding and moving, and the trailer wanting to roll too because it's loaded. My worry is we have to deal with the edge of the road and the angle of the ditch. There's still a high chance of the truck and trailer wanting to roll over it. If by any chance this doesn't work, I'm going to be explaining to my boss why this truck is laying on its side. Dude, this thing's going to roll.
Kilometers southwest in the Fraser Valley.
What's going on east of 260? There's a three trucks. It's gonna get ugly.
The Trans-Canada Highway is squeezed down to one lane.
That aggressive truck is on her way up right now.
We're gonna go to Highway 1 eastbound, just east of 264th, for an end dump sitting in the ditch.
Operator Chris Mervin is en route.
I got my 50-ton rotator.
In aggressive towing's newest weapon. Last winter,
That is something.
Merv was just getting used to his new toy
There it is.
and helped out on one of the toughest jobs of the year.
I love my new truck.
Hey!
When you roll up with a rotator, it's like showing up with the golden sword. It's fairly high tech. It's super sensitive. And I can control everything to do with the boom off 2 joysticks.
Touchdown, boys! Nice.
What happened with that truck?
Tonight's recovery
Ooh, buddy, this is gonna be a wiggle fest.
is perfect for the rotator.
Let's see what we got. Wow, that is not happy.
The driver is fine, but the gravel truck is anything but.
It's traveled in probably about 20, 30 yards down the ditch, but still sitting on all its tires fully loaded. Then we've been having rain for the last week non-stop, so it's definitely wet and mucky in there.
They probably need some light there if you got your light on it.
Merv's boss, Jason Davis, and a second heavy wrecker arrive on scene.
This thing holds 26 tons of material, plus with its own weight is about 18,000 for the trailer, probably about 16,000 for the tractor. It's loaded enough that it's going to be a little bit of a tug.
To keep the lane closure to a minimum, aggressive towing has been given only 1 hour.
Time is money, boys.
Whenever they put a time limit on something, there's always pressure that comes along with it because there's a lot of unforeseen things.
The fastest way to recover the load
You gonna pick the whole thing right up?
Back end of it.
is to use the rotator's raw lifting power. Merv will use the rotator to pick up the back end, while the 50-ton wrecker in front pulls the tractor forward to try and land the truck back onto the road.
Just hook the frame right by that trunnion.
Yeah, on the inside of it,
Yeah,
though.
and then come this way and up both sides.
Okay.
But after a closer look at the load, Jason uncovers a new problem.
Silt.
Silt?
Yeah.
Holy.
The gravel truck is full of wet silt.
It changes what we're dealing with.
A fine silt that has been in the rain for 3 days, 4 times as heavy as it used to be.
It's heavy now.
That's gonna weigh a lot. Okay. We'll see what it does here pretty quick. Okay, boys, everybody clear?
Yeah, we're all clear.
The rotator begins to lift.
That's 32,000.
My truck is rated for 43,000 pounds over the side. Anything more than that, we risk the truck tipping over.
The wet silt
She's heavy.
has thrown all calculations out the window.
The tricky part about lifting this truck without knowing the exact weight is how far out our boom extends in order to pick this weight. You're kind of doing a little bit of guesswork there.
No, we're getting worse.
All right.
Yeah, it's maybe.
And anytime you hit even close to 100%, you got to be concerned.
There's a lot of weight in that bucket. That's sketchy.
Must have been a little rough ride.
On the coke,
Okay, I'm gonna grab the front. We're gonna pull it out.
the jackknife semi has been straightened.
This is a little bit steeper than what I like.
But James and Kyle still face a heavy task,
Now comes the fun part.
winching the 100,000-pound pulp truck out of a deep ditch.
We'll try pulling it. We'll have to just watch the trailer.
Yeah, okay.
There's still a high chance of the truck and trailer wanting to roll over as I am pulling it out of the ditch. Ready? Yeah.
James will pull from the front,
Hey, Kyle, see if he can slowly move forward.
and the driver is back behind the wheel to help.
Okay, watch out. Is it moving? Yeah.
But as the wreck climbs the bank,
We just gotta watch that trailer.
the angle is pushing the limit.
The trailer does start to lean quite a bit, being that it is so heavy.
Watch that trailer.
Hold it slow, easy, easy.
Whoa.
Hold it. I just don't like to lean on that trailer. The last thing you want is to get this far and then truck topples over.
Maybe you should unhook and just grab the corner of the trailer. Because all you'll have to do is just stabilize it, right?
Yeah, so you stop sliding backwards.
Kyle adds a line to the front of the trailer.
As I'm pulling, he's gonna release and we'll slowly get up on the road. Okay, you ready? Come on, buddy. Kyle, pull!
Kyle muscles the trailer up the bank.
A little more, a little more.
But the extreme tension is taking its toll on his winch line.
If this cable breaks, this truck and trailer are gonna end up on its side.
No.
Come on, you bastard.
On the coke. A frayed winch line. Threatens to unravel reliable towing's recovery.
Hold on. Stop. Getting down to the last few strands on Kyle's line.
I don't have a lot of cable left on that one.
This trailer is leaning so hard. This is definitely not what we need.
I can't pull anything on that cable right now.
I just need you to keep tension. And
I can't even
he's
do
got
that.
Well, you've got tension on it right now, right?
Yeah, okay.
We are so close to having this thing on the road that I make the decision to chance it.
The line's fraying, so there's no structural integrity to the line anymore. I just gotta keep letting it out, so that way James can keep pulling the truck out.
Okay, ready, Kyle?
Yeah.
Come on. It's a big risk, because that cable could break at any second. But we gotta get this job done and get the highway open fully. Straight. Turn the wheel straight. Try and move forward slow.
The driver adds some throttle.
Just slowly feather it. Keep going, keep going.
Finally,
he's out.
The loaded pulp truck is on the road.
There we go.
That was fun. Someone upstairs was watching out for us and just let the cable stay all together, and now we're gonna be heading out of here.
I'm glad to see him out.
A hard-fought victory for Team Reliable.
Good job, brother.
And one happy customer.
It's drivable, which is miraculous. Thanks a lot, bud.
Well, you're on
Appreciate
your way.
it, man, yeah. I'm going home tonight, so I'm happy about that.
It feels really good actually seeing the driver really happy.
I'm gonna pilot you down. Just stay behind me.
They're yanking that gravel truck out of the median.
In the valley,
What the hell of a part job?
a rain-soaked wreck
There's a lot of weight on it.
is pushing aggressive towing's 50-ton rotator to the limit.
Which should have weighed in around 30,000 pounds. I think we're pushing 56,000 pounds on the back.
The wet silt is like heavy concrete.
I gotta get it close.
Yes.
Merv and Jason need a new plan.
Tighten this line up, leave the other one down, and then just kind of, and then bring it over to you.
Instead of lifting the entire wreck,
Kind of going for a drag method versus a lift.
they'll try to slide it up to the road.
Just keep it taut, keep it taut. You want to drag it over. Don't worry so much about the far side, just worry about this side.
The wet load begins to plow its way up the bank.
Are you paying attention to the way the truck's reacting to the recovery? How it's coming out of the ditch? How much further I can follow it with my boom?
With the back end partway out,
Yeah, set it down.
the recovery shifts to the front.
We're going to be pulling on the nose of the tractor, trying to get it to come up to the road, and I'm going to be on the tail end of the end dump.
Okay, you ready, Marv?
Yeah.
Okay, start pulling.
As the tractor creeps forward,
You leave this one down, Marv this side down. Let it come right beside your tire and just roll with it, right?
Merv keeps swinging the loaded dump box around toward his rotator.
Keep swinging your boom.
But the closer the wreck gets to the road,
Just be careful not to come too far into it.
the more the rotator is in harm's way.
If you're going to be swinging around the side supporting this much weight, you do stand a very good chance of it smashing into your tow truck.
They got that truck out of that ditch here yet?
On Highway 1,
Gentle.
a rain-soaked load
That was it, finding its happy place.
has narrowly missed aggressive towing's rotator.
If the rotator got hit by the dump truck, it would cost me money, and it would damage my perfectly pretty unit.
The loaded dump truck is only part way out. Jason and Merv need to get the highway reopened.
And they give you a short period of time, every second counts. You definitely got to figure out your next plan real quick.
You ready, Marv?
Yes, sir.
Once again, Merv will take his 50-ton rotator right to the edge.
Blue one, free spooling. Right now. Just keep a little pinch and let it go down as we go. Inch it over, right? This.
You're able to push it a little bit, but you don't want to go too far.
Only 60,000 pounds.
Okay, keep going. You got pressure on it, Merv?
Yeah.
The inside dual starting to come up now. Yeah, keep coming. Let it down, Merv, a bit. Down, yeah. A little more. Let it go. It's okay. Just let it go. Stay hold it straight there.
The 75,000-pound truck
It's on the ground. Yeah, you're good. You're gonna hook him.
is finally on the road.
Beautiful, boys.
Brakes on, please.
Okay, brakes are coming on.
Let's see if it starts.
And incredibly,
Beautiful.
the truck still runs.
Look at that. Not even a checked engine light.
Our guys did really well. Even when we're improvising and changing up things, we still did it in a timely fashion, so we're very, very happy.
I think all in all, it went really well. Truck's out of the ditch, it's still in one piece, and it actually managed to drive itself away, so I think that's pretty good.
Mission going on here.
1 hour before dawn,
I'm just heading out.
Mission Towing's Dylan Greenwood has been called out to an off-road job in the hills west of Hope.
Just heading up to Bridal Falls, Forest Service Road to recover a pickup truck that's rolled off the bank.
It's the kind of job that makes Dylan's boss, Ken DePerrin, nervous.
Some of these roads are very, very dangerous and very narrow. You've got to know where to go and you've got to know when to stop. So you just kind of hope and pray that they can get in and out of there without a problem.
Joining Dylan is operator Steve White.
I grew up in the Mission area. I've been up through all the Forest Service roads, but this road, it's very rough.
It's pretty much one of the narrowest spots.
Dylan and Steve make it to the wreck.
Turn to left. Yep, going.
And line up their tow tracks.
Oh, that's good, bud. There she is.
The pickup truck is 40 feet down the bank.
Somebody ended up grabbing the soft shoulder of the road and it slid off and then rolled down the embankment. That tree is the last thing holding it other than a bunch of twigs.
He caught the only tree that was actually in the area.
Yesterday,
unforgiving road.
Dylan scouted the wreck.
Getting held up by this tree.
And discovered it clinging to a single trunk.
Gotta be about 1,000 feet down.
He's lucky.
The driver walked away.
He's got a banged up shoulder and that's it.
But the wreck could let go any time.
As soon as we pull on it and we move it off the tree, it's sort of just free hanging.
To make sure his own truck doesn't go over the edge.
So this is a tree right here?
Okay.
Dylan runs a line to a tree above the road.
These wreckers are not designed to pull over the side. Throwing an anchor line up to a strong tree will give me that anchor that I need. Only thing worse than the truck in the ditch is the tree on top of the truck in the ditch.
Once secured, Dylan climbs down to rig onto the pickup.
There's not much stopping this thing once it starts getting momentum.
With one line holding on to Dylan's truck, the two wreckers will flip the truck onto its wheels, then slide it up to the road. As dawn breaks,
Now we're getting some better light.
Yeah.
It's gonna spin.
Dylan and Steve start to winch.
Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
You do your best to do the least amount of damage. We're hoping that Dylan can winch it forward and I can winch the truck off its side and onto its tires.
Keep going, keep going. Nope.
But the wreck
I'm coming over the line I wanted to come.
is rolling the wrong way.
Slow. Hold on, hold on. Careful now.
On a mountain road,
Exactly what we didn't want.
Mission Towing's high-angle recovery is upside down.
Stop there, Steve.
We were hoping to get it to roll back up on its tires, but as we both started winching, it actually started to roll back over onto its roof.
You're gonna have to re-rig.
All right.
Steve scrambles down the bank
Your turn.
Oh, yeah.
with a new plan.
I'm gonna disconnect my winch line underneath the side of the box and reconnect the winch line to the trailer hitch.
Oh, up
Yeah,
there?
right there? Yeah, go right in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll give us the best transition.
Okay.
We're just gonna bring it back the same way it rolled down in there.
Still dangling above the deep ravine,
Give it a pull.
Dylan and Steve try again.
Get high on it. Keep pulling yours, Steve. Beautiful.
Finally, the truck's on its wheels
I'll let you pull it forward.
Okay.
and plowing its way up the bank.
We'll just finish her off here, bring a little bit extra just to be safe. Alright. It's good to get it back onto the road.
For us to be able to get that truck up and out was pretty amazing.
Good.
I always worry about any driver that's out in the bush. I'm always glad to hear that they're back out onto the road.
What's the latest on the coke? Yeah, she's opened up there.
10 hours later, just east of Hope.
Yeah, we're on the move.
We got a little mini circus here at Sawako. I headed northbound.
Al Quiring's first job of winter
Hopefully we don't get parked on the hill.
is a Goliath task.
I'm going to be helping a company from Alberta haul an oversized load through the corridor.
This particular piece of the gross vehicle weight is right around 480,000 pounds. Going along to make sure they make it through without any fuss or ado. We got work to do.
We're trying to get this up over the Coquihalla tonight.
Al will support a convoy led by Tyson Friesen.
We've got a lot of slow movement. We're going to be stopping a lot of traffic along the highway tonight, so safety's number one.
The massive team has been assembled to carry one of the largest industrial compressors over the mountain pass.
The trailers are 150-ton dual lane. We're running 18 feet wide, 15.8 high, and we're over 250 feet long. This is the heaviest load that has yet to cross over the Coquihalla Highway.
Al will escort the convoy over the steepest part of the route. An elevation change of 1,200 meters in less than 30 kilometers. Tonight,
any other concerns, questions?
Al will only be towing if there's a problem.
In case there's a failure, I can hook onto the front of that convoy and drag it up off the highway. Because if this baby's parked in the middle of the Coquihalla, that whole highway is shut down.
Alrighty. Let's light her up.
It's just another day in BC here.
You ready to roll?
The convoy, led by Al,
Yeah, we're on the move.
starts the slow and steady climb.
Hey, let you guys know they're going towards the coast.
Guided by the one man who knows every hazard of the highway.
We're just going to be pulling out of here. They're going to have to stop a couple times to hook the push trucks up and stuff. Huge amount of pressure. This piece of equipment has got to be there tonight.
We're moving ahead at a snail's pace now.
So far,
Temperature? 5 degrees.
the weather is holding. But any change, and Al will be facing a nightmare.
That truck happens to break traction for half a tire rotation. There goes a rear end like that. Now we got 500,000 pounds stuck in the middle of the Coquihalla Highway.
Temperatures has dropped.
Going up the hill. We're coming up on the steepest part.
Smells like snow.
As we're going up the high mountain pass, the weather changes.
It's coming.
Now it's starting to snow. What if Mother Mountain is really going to fire up? That can be a real problem for us.
Hopefully it's just a little squall and isn't going to turn into the normal Coquihalla disaster up here.
You guys getting any snow? Yes, we're getting lots of snow. It's snowing up there or just blowing snow?
On the Coke,
Snowing now.
Al Quiring is escorting a 500,000 pound load up the mountain pass.
We're going to make the final charge up through the snow shed corridor and up over Zopkis. Hopefully we can get the rest of the way without any problem.
As the convoy climbs closer to the summit,
You're supposed to get another foot of snow up there tonight.
the weather becomes more unpredictable.
A spun out semi at 40,000 pounds is one issue. Having that 480,000 pound issue, Big Green would definitely have its work cut out for it, pulling it up the hill.
But near the top of the mountain highway,
That sounds like we're through the worst of it.
Al and the convoy catch a break.
So stop. And we're back on track.
Luckily, as we went up the hill, the old troll in the mountain didn't come to life.
Move along, guys.
Getting through the snow shed, past the summit, means Al's job is over.
They made it on their own. Mother Nature didn't cut loose with an unwanted snowstorm. All right, well, there you guys go. I'm out of here. Thank you, sir. All righty.
It's a reputation on the line if that highway gets blocked. So I'm happy that we were able to skedaddle up the hill and not have an issue.
You guys have a good trip the rest of the way.
That's what happens on the Coquihalla. You go up there ready for the worst, nothing happens. You go up there prepared, thinking, oh, nothing will happen. It can be chaos, absolute chaos.
The next morning, in Hope,
Let us go and do what we do.
Colin McLean is setting out to retrieve a wreck more than 1,000 kilometers away.
Me and James are heading off on another one of our spectacular road adventures.
This winter, I expect to be doing a lot more long-haul jobs, seat down, tunes up, and driving all over the country.
Road trips are a growing part of Jamie's strategy to stay in the game.
So last year we started to develop quite a busy, heavy-duty long-haul business. That's what's winning the race for us. Colin's going to tow me out so we can save fuel. He has a wreck to pick up in Regina, and I have to go to North Dakota.
But on this journey,
I got some more underwear and socks and cash to pay for the truck.
Jamie's planning to bring something back for himself.
What did you buy again?
International Transtar. I love to wheel and deal. I love to buy and sell equipment. That's it. That's the last one.
He always says that, the last one.
The last one.
Jamie loves restoring these old trucks, loves working with them.
Sherry is getting on my case. She thinks I'm nuts. It is a bit of a disease, these trucks. My ultimate goal is to have and operate a mostly paid-for fleet of Holmes equipment, accented by a few new trucks.
You know, every now and then he talks about getting something new. Thing with Jamie, you'll never know.
You have a safe drive and get home safe, guys.
Next time on Highway Through Hell.
Look at that. That's a heavy pull.
Jamie and the General face a monster in the mud. Colin pushes his luck in Mighty Mo.
Come on.
And a lost camper on a slick road.
This is ridiculous.
Has Team Reliable hanging on.
Get out of the way.
This time on Highway Through Hell. A horrendous crash.
Somebody ended up taking out 2 vehicles.
Tests Team Green.
Holy.
Plows and pileups.
All I want to do is open the road.
Blocking Jamie's path.
Holy jeez.
And MSA's newest heavy
That's not good.
makes a house call.
Bit of a nightmare. It ain't over yet.
On British Columbia's Coquihalla Highway.
has just rolled over and stayed in bed.
A winter storm
That's pretty nasty.
covers the roads in white.
I tell you, it's not a nice place to be in a snowstorm.
Everybody's trying to get to their destination.
Braving the snow.
Wow.
In his 40-ton LA rotator.
First thing this morning, there was a big dump of snow and probably about minus 15.
Is Jamie Davis.
We're heading to a customer call by Othello Road. Can't see more than a couple truck lengths ahead of you. A little worried about this job. That's the guy I'm after.
Jamie spots his rig.
Right there.
Damaged in a collision and holding up traffic.
That guy's right in the middle of the lane.
On the opposite side of the highway.
There's a lot of traffic down here.
The next turnaround is 7 kilometers away.
So you watch, there's gonna be a crash before we get there. People come into a snowstorm and they just don't see it. They don't get off the throttle and bang, bang, bang. I'm already worried about this being a huge pileup.
Seconds later.
He's warning us, this guy.
Truck is the plow truck.
Plow just got rear-ended.
Wow, this is a mess.
I knew it. Plow truck stopped. Another guy plowed in.
Holy jeez.
We're all lined up, and I was at the back of the line. This guy came down the hill a bit too quick, plowed right in the back of me. It's just crazy.
The pileup is blocking the road.
This is a bad spot to have people stopped right now.
And the path to Jamie's job.
There's a bunch of things going on here. Everything is piling up all at the same time. That's what I thought would happen.
Oh boy.
On the Coke.
All the lanes are blocked.
A 3-vehicle pileup.
Jamie Davis is here.
And Jamie is the first on scene.
The only way to solve this problem is get stuff off the road and get it off the road fast. How's it going, man? Can you pull ahead at all?
I can, but I'll drag him, Jamie.
Yeah, give her a heck. If it doesn't unhook, I'll put a chain on it. There's a plow truck, a couple of vehicles involved. It's a team of one here.
There's a tow truck on scene already.
Jamie springs into action.
All I want to do is just open the road.
And hooks onto the wrecked pickup.
There's a lot of moving parts to this accident. And I'm the only guy there.
They're clearing a big accident.
The rotator is enabling me to move things quickly and get the road open.
Jamie hustles.
One of them days.
To clear the second four-wheeler.
I'm working at a frantic pace, laser focused. This has to happen in a hurry.
There's a guy with a plan.
This whole recovery, this whole accident scene is really about quick clearance. Get these things off the road.
With a pileup cleared.
All by yourself.
Jamie finally reaches the rig he was called out for.
Problems come up and things change. You need to be able to work through those issues.
But his job is only getting started.
This thing's in the middle of the road. It's time to rock and roll. Let's get this done.
Is anything starting to move up there? Everybody slowing down.
100 kilometers southwest.
RCMP emergency crews are there.
On Highway 1.
Don't look good. Oh, wow.
Moments ago, a loaded dump truck traveling in the heavy rain slammed into two vehicles. On scene for BC Highway Patrol
Want to see if they want to do an inspection on it.
is Constable Blair Fuller.
Somebody ended up taking out 2 civilian vehicles.
It was a pretty dramatic crash. Talking to the paramedics, when I found out they weren't seriously injured, it was a huge weight that was just right lifted off.
Minutes away.
There we go.
In a 50-ton Vulcan wrecker.
It's a bit of a different day than towing on the Coquihalla.
Is Al Quiring.
When the traffic is all backed up, it's a little bit difficult to maneuver a 60,000-pound vehicle around cars.
Acquiring flat deck. Arrives ahead of Al. And quickly gets to work.
Come on, baby.
The time is of the essence. Traffic is backing up.
Joining the fray
Alrighty.
is Al's son, Kerry.
It's stressful working in a quick environment. You gotta think on your feet. You gotta open the highway as quick and safely as possible.
Come on, let's go. Got no choice but to go slow.
Midday traffic on Highway 1 is at a crawl.
They're just pulling it out right now, down to 1 lane.
While Team Quiring hustles to clear a horrendous crash.
Keep going down.
It's quite common for multi-vehicle rear-enders in that area. It's like a little Bermuda Triangle of disaster.
A dump truck approaching a busy section of highway. Failed to stop.
Definitely some carnage out there today.
Al's Heavy is now on scene.
Where's your dad? Under the truck. Oh, look at him down there in the dirt.
Wasting no time, Al pulls the dump truck's drive shaft.
Getting dirty, that's all part of towing.
How long did that take you? About a minute? Hey. Yeah.
Working alongside Dad is always a fun day.
Yeah, we'll be rolling here.
Perfect. Thanks, Al, for coming out.
30 minutes after Team Quiring arrived.
Okay, I'm on it.
The wrecks are tow ready.
Cool. It looks like we're all wrapped up here.
This crash today, everything went by the book. We're not trained together, but we all seem to work together for the common goal.
Once the scene is clear, it's back to game on, and it'll be like we were never there.
I'm amazed it opened this fast.
like it's blocked.
An hour northeast on the Coke.
That traffic backs up there. There'll be more collisions.
Jamie tackles a damaged semi, holding up all lanes of traffic behind it.
If we don't get this road open, we could have an 80-car pileup.
What do you have in there for load?
Parts of aeroplane.
Airplane parts, okay.
The trucker is carrying an extraordinary load.
Really, really expensive. If somebody bashes into the back of him and destroys those aircraft parts, that's a big deal.
The transport won't be out of danger until it's moved off the highway.
How much air do you have?
Nothing.
No air, okay. Oh, look at this air's off here.
But the trailer's brakes are locked.
Try to get it running. Fill the air up.
The biggest issue here is the air connection from the truck to the trailer.
He needs a big glad hand. That'll be the quickest, I think.
Let's quickly patch this thing, have him limp off to the side of the road where we can deal with him at the pullout.
With Jamie's jerry-rigged airline in place.
I'll see you at the exit.
The wreck can finally move out of the way.
The Coke is open.
Road's open, traffic slowing.
This job for me was quite an adrenaline rush. That was an intense wreck.
In the safety of a pullout.
We'll go to our yard with both of them. I could take you into Hope, maybe.
Just leave me on the flying J.
Jamie preps the damaged tractor for towing.
Okay, going up.
I'm going to take the tractor and somebody's coming in another truck to take the trailer away.
So cold, the rollers won't even roll.
It's a solo mission gone right.
If you can clear a road fast, it saves other damage, saves lives.
Handling this job by myself was a satisfying day. I was having fun. It made me realize that I still got it.
All clear.
At 4 a.m., in the Fraser Valley suburbs, a home security camera captures disaster. Heading to the scene late that afternoon.
Yeah, feels good.
In his newest iron.
This is the first job for this truck on the road.
MSA Towing's Kirpal Banwait.
I'm going to test the truck now and how much we can do with this.
For the past 2 years,
We're almost there.
Kirpal and his sons have been building a 35-ton heavy wrecker from the ground up.
They call it 35 ton, but if you look at the muscles, I could say it's more than 50 ton.
We're gonna have to get everything put back together today, and it's gonna be on the road.
Okay. I'm really excited to use it.
But today's test for MSA's newest heavy
Holy!
is no ordinary wreck.
That's not good. The whole box is off the truck. Looks like the missile hit the truck and it started flying everywhere. Look at this, the cement, the padding. It's a really good impact. This one broke off from here, from the steps, and pushed in by a foot.
The massive crash ripped the box off the homeowner's work truck.
That's not good.
And it's pushing in on the family's house.
Oh, boy, boy, boy. It's not easy.
In Abbotsford,
That's not good.
an extraordinary crash has shaken a house.
It was shocking.
And a homeowner.
Suddenly, we feel a big sound. Then we just wake up everybody. Then the kids start crying. Can show the video here.
In the early morning, an out-of-control driver careened into the work truck, which slammed into the home.
This guy's come.
Oh, boy. That's a big impact.
Yes. We luckily, because our work truck is there. If his work truck is not there, then this guy maybe come through the home.
The driver walked away, and his vehicle was removed.
The driver was drunk at the speed of over 80 km. It's nightmare.
Arriving to help deal with the homeowner's truck.
Holy. It's right up against the house.
An MSA flat deck, and Kirpal's son, Gersharn, or G. Van Wait.
That truck is just mangled. The box tore completely off the chassis in my years in towing. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, we have to pull it off the house a little bit because it's touching the house. The window might break.
Yeah, no, we can't afford to have any more damage.
Separated from the chassis,
How should we rig that side?
the team targets the nearly empty cargo box first.
Why don't we go on the slings now?
Okay.
So throw the sling under, then we can lift it up.
With a strap cradling the box from the 35 tons boom. A second winch line is added for balance to ease the unit away from the house.
Okay, this cable up. I'm adding both my cables, one to the front of the box, one to the back. So I can control the box, lift it up straight so it won't go left or right. Go.
G hits the controls.
Both at the same time?
In the first real test of their brand new record.
This job's not a typical challenge that we face.
G inches the box away.
It's not about weight or force. It's more about being gentle and finessing.
So it doesn't rotate back into the home,
Make sure it's not swinging.
causing more damage.
Boom up, boom up.
It's starting to spin.
Hold on. Hold on.
It's going to be a very interesting night.
10 minutes away in downtown Abbotsford.
Here we go.
The Abbotsford Police Department rolls out
Hey everyone, we're blocking traffic now.
an operation of unprecedented scale.
Tonight's initiative is a coordinated effort between Lower Mainland police departments through the Fraser Valley all the way to the coast. We are going to be checking for sobriety of drivers, both drinking and driving with alcohol and impaired driving by drug.
En route
It is a bad day to drive impaired if you're going to be on the highway.
is Constable Scott McClure.
we're going to be looking for impaired drivers on every westbound Highway 1 exit.
For a public awareness campaign called Light Up the Highway.
In British Columbia, 64 people die every year as a result of impaired driving. Taking impaired drivers off our roads, as I genuinely believe it saves lives.
From Chilliwack to the coast, 115 kilometers worth of exits will be covered off by authorities.
Hi there, Abbotsford Police, how are you?
Constable McClure does the first road check
We're doing a counterattack looking for impaired drivers. Anything to drink tonight?
of what will be several hundred tonight.
There are hundreds, if not thousands, of cars every hour that are passing by that location and seeing a sea of red and blue lights.
Drive safe, okay? Take care. We want to make sure that the public knows that we're out here and we are conducting these stops and we're looking for impaired drivers.
Between checks,
It's probably already passed us.
a call comes in over the radio.
Possible impaired driver got called and it's being followed on the highway and it's avoiding our exits. West, there it is. Oscar 15 spot checked, continuing westbound just through McCallum.
We call it a spot check. It's continuing westbound past us, and then we leave it to the next units.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Up the road,
Are you able to come out this side of the car so we can talk to you?
Sergeant Paul Walker catches up with the driver.
I just don't want you opening your door because you're going to get smoked.
If we're pulling somebody over on the road, our approach is treating them how we would want to be treated.
Just like this, okay? That's it.
After a quick sobriety test,
Perfect. Awesome.
0. Very good.
the driver blows a 0.
In this case, the driver was not impaired.
That's awesome. That's what we were hoping for.
Back at the exit, other drivers have met different outcomes.
One of our counterparts has already taken one impaired driver off the road. That's why we're here.
From the Fraser Valley to the coast, the roads are safer tonight.
Drive safe.
As Operation Light Up the Highway proves a success.
Tonight has gone very well. We've checked a lot of drivers. Majority of them are abiding by the law. And it just demonstrated the partnership that we all have together to make our roads safe.
Thank you, officers. Have a safe night.
Back on a residential street,
Hold on.
an awkward load
Hold on.
swings dangerously close to a family home.
Go boom down. Let me put this one in the middle there.
It's starting to spin a little bit.
Yeah, it'll lift it up from the middle.
We're actually gonna move the second line on there to get more control
Up.
and make sure that it doesn't spin into the house.
Watch your fingers. Up, up, up. That's it. That's it.
With the spin under control,
Just to drive the truck forward now.
MSA's new 35-ton carefully draws the 1,300-pound box away from the home.
For this big truck, that weight is nothing. You're lifting a piece of cake with the spoon. Keep coming.
They maneuver the box onto the lawn for safekeeping.
Boss, that's it. Push, 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 push. Okay, Gulshan, put it down. The box is full with plumbing supplies.
That's good.
They want to keep the box there. They can empty their stuff out.
But the box
What's the plan with the truck now?
is only the first half of the job.
It's not gonna roll nice. Look how that rim got just squashed.
It's a bit challenging. The chassis is twisted, and we're noticing that the chassis has rubbed up against the garage door.
Oh boy.
In a Fraser Valley neighborhood,
The truck is sitting this way, the frame is bent this way.
a twisted truck frame
Garage doors pushed in, part of the house took pretty good beating.
is wedged into a family home.
Given it's somebody's home, you want to leave with them happier than they were when you got there.
I don't want to pick and swing it here so close to the house, and like if it rolls back this way, it's coming down.
No, if you are lifting up from here and driving the truck forward, it won't go back. It won't go toward the house. You want to do that?
Sure.
For maximum control, G and Kirpal
Yeah, right there. That's it.
will rely on their new 35 tons underlift.
Go up, 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 up. This position is so important to pull that chassis off the garage. It won't swing and go into the house. Keep going.
G picks up the tail. And spins the wreck. Safely away from the house.
What do you want to do now?
But to haul the mangled truck away.
Back the flat deck up, or we should?
Yeah, flat deck.
They turn to G's ride.
Right there. That's it.
Okay, Gibber. The truck is too damaged to be driven.
In the early morning, an out-of-control pickup slammed the work truck into a family's home. Now, 2 hours after arriving,
That's it.
Team MSA has cleared the home of danger.
Very safely they remove the truck. They save other damages, anything for the house. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate your help. Thank
Glad
you very
nobody
much.
got hurt.
Oh yeah, no. Luckily we are safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can good sleep in 2 nights because they clear away everything.
The recovery went great. The wreck is out of their hair. They can focus on repairs for their home and hopefully have that all sorted out soon.
They'll return for the box under daylight.
So they have to empty that before we take it away.
But for tonight,
We get it done every single time.
it's a successful first job for their new wrecker.
Everybody is happy, including me. They can do the job. That truck is good.
How's it looking?
600 kilometers north.
Cold and clear.
In British Columbia's central interior.
Minus 10 out there.
Just outside the town of Cornell.
We're all out to a big landfill.
A 50-ton auto wrecker moves out.
Think how much garbage comes every day.
With company owner and operator Rob Barber.
Today we're heading out to an incident at a rural dump site. I like going out to the bigger stuff. You never know what you're going to get to.
Hot on his heels in a 25-ton.
I always get excited when I roll up onto a heavy wreck.
Is Rob's nephew, Kyle Langlois.
I think the challenges of this job are going to be different. Garbage sites are not very pleasant.
We'll go and see what we can do.
Above town, in a landfill.
That's for sure.
A tractor trailer hauling garbage.
There should be.
Rolled over.
Fell right off the road.
Attempting a ramp up one of the piles.
This truck looks like it's had better days.
And now,
garbage is gross.
It's Rob and Kyle's mess to clean up.
With the aroma of the garbage dump, we're going to do the best that we can to get this job done as soon as we can.
I'm not a big fan of garbage.
A funky smell in the air.
Just outside Quesnel, BC.
Stinky mess that is.
At a local dump.
I'm not a big fan of garbage.
Rob and Kyle face a 70-foot tractor trailer unit on its side.
At least it's not hot out. It's cold and the smell isn't too horrible. It's gonna be a bad spot to stand up.
But the unusual location.
There ain't a whole lot of room over here.
Leaves little space to work.
The dump area where it is too narrow and I can't get a good angle to get my truck to pull the trailer over. But if I could just put one truck up there.
Rob spots the best angle for the pull. But it's 15 feet above on a pile of trash.
I don't want to drive up on this. There's garbage and cans and I just don't want to have to drive up on the garbage pile to roll the truck over. Instead of going up top, I'm going to try to do a low pull.
Okay.
Middle one, like? Or do you want further up?
Front and the back.
Front and the back?
We're hoping that Kyle can roll the tractor over and I can roll the trailer over.
Bar line?
Rob chooses the tight space over a shifting mound of garbage.
2 chain.
Okay. Right around the frame there.
We're going to try to get my truck in the best position we can with the amount of workspace we have right now.
Squeezed between the wreck and a hill of garbage, they'll use 2 lines from the 25-ton and a line from the 50-ton to muscle the truck upright.
Okay.
Okay, pull it out.
With little room for error.
Stuck on it.
They start the pull.
Some more back.
The trailer is wanting to slide. The ground's kind of moving out from underneath it.
More back. Back one, Kyle. No, back one. Kyle is getting the truck to start to roll. Stop the front. This may not work. All I am doing is getting the trailer to slide towards me. Oh, stop. We're not getting any ground pressure. Let it out. This plan isn't going to work. And if we keep sliding it towards me, we'll run out of real estate for me to stand the trailer up safely. Put a line up higher on it so we get more roll.
Now Rob faces a move he didn't want to make.
I'm going to have to drive up on top of the garbage pile to get a better angle so I can roll it over.
His 45,000-pound heavy wrecker
Worried about losing a tire.
must find a path up the 15-foot-high pile of trash.
He's going to really have to watch. It's soft garbage. It's not a road, it's not pavement. We don't want him to end up burying his truck in this garbage.
I didn't want to have to do this.
In the hills above Coquihalla,
I didn't want to have to do this.
Rob is forced to go off-road on a pile of garbage.
I really hate driving up on the garbage pile with my tow truck.
He has to find a perch for his 50-ton heavy where the edge won't give way.
Now that we're up on top of the garbage pile, it'll be far better to pull on. So far away.
But reaching the wreck
So much line.
will stretch the 50 tons winch line over 180 feet.
We're going to run a line down to the trailer and just gently pull it over now.
Rob leaves the rigging to his nephew.
Brings me right back to my first recovery with him being a swamper.
Hang on.
Positioned on 2 levels,
We want to pull.
Okay.
they make their second attempt at the rollover with a keen eye on the roofless trailer.
The integrity of the structure is all in the floor. The walls just hold material in. They have no actually pulling strength.
It's coming.
Keep coming.
Cool. Just like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that went pretty good. We uprighted it, still all in one piece.
The second time went really well. It stood up nicely. No further damage. They're going to haul their own trailer away. Been a little bit quicker if I'd have been less grossed out, but
Rob will take away the tractor.
I think sometimes you try the easy way to get past a problem, where you should just go to the way that you know that'll work.
And he leaves the job with an important reminder.
Trust your gut and go to the first idea.
Good job, stay safe. It's nice and clear.
Back in the Fraser Valley,
All of us by a drunk driver.
the last piece of a wreck
But yeah, not worth it.
Askerpal and G back on scene.
We left it here for the owner to empty out the contents of the box so he can go to work.
Yesterday, the family's work truck and home were struck by a speeding motorist. Today,
Ready?
Yeah.
the traumatic event is still being felt.
This is a very scary part because that's not a small impact. It's not worth it, the drink and drive.
Okay. It was actually a pretty overwhelming situation.
That's good.
From one family to another.
Perfect.
It's a close call.
Looks good to me.
That's it.
With a happy ending.
The good thing nobody got hurt.
Hey, let's get out of here.
Whatever's damaged is damaged. Things can be replaced, so health and people are more important.
Everybody get home safe.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Oh, it smokes.
In deep.
To the right, to the right.
MSA.
Oh, I can't. It's just
Flex.
Unbelievable.
All their muscle.
Whoa.
Jamie.
Wow, this wind is something else.
Goes sub-zero.
Oh boy.
And it's David versus Goliath.
Keep going. That thing is massive.